In this video, I'm going to transform more Minecraft mobs into new Italian Brainrot characters. Behind each sign, there is a different Brainrot, and the first one we're going to make will be the Strawberry Elephant. This character has the body of an elephant, but at the same time, his color is as if he were a strawberry. And the mob I'm going to transform into him will certainly be the cow, so I just need to defeat her. And here is the 3D model. So I'm going to select all the parts of the body and delete them. I'm going to start making the Strawberry Elephant from the torso. Here in the back, I'm going to create a slightly smaller cube, and from here, I can make his leg. This is the rear one. I'm going to make another one next to it. Create the front legs. In front of his body, I'm going to create a cube like this to be the head. Here, I'm going to make his tusk. Duplicate to the side. Right in the middle, I'm going to make the trunk. And on top of his head, I'm going to make that leaf that is on top of the strawberry. And our character is ready. Here in Minecraft, the strawberry elephant turned out like this, guys. Look how cool. He turned out very similar to that character there, and at the same time, he really looked like a Minecraft mob. There are few cubes, but the texture made this beautiful. Just like an elephant, this one here is also quite tall. And looking at the photo here, we can compare the two, the Minecraft version with the Italian Brainrot version. I modified some things like this tusk here, his ears, but I think that made it even better. The strawberry elephant is not a peaceful mob. If he hits me, he takes half of my health. To defeat him, I'm going to need to equip armor. And now I am well protected, but no, I'm at 1 health. I better run. Since he's a large mob, he will catch me very quickly. Look, he doesn't stop running. I think the only character capable of defeating him is the Ta-Ta-Ta Sahour Go Ta-Ta Sahour. Look, the Ta-Ta Sahour is attacking him, and the Ta-Ta-Ta Sahour managed to defeat the strawberry elephant. Since on our map, we never fail to build a habitat for each mob we create here, I reserved some spots here to make the habitats for the mobs I'm going to make in this video. So let's build the strawberry elephant's habitat right in this place. So I'm going to start by making the walls with red concrete. On top of it, I'm going to place green concrete blocks. So it doesn't have a solid concrete color. I'm also going to place some wool here to look like the character. I'm also going to make the floor red. I'm going to scatter some buttons to look like these details I made on the strawberry elephant. To finish, I'm going to make some details with bone block. And this is how the final result turned out. I believe it turned out very similar to the character. It matched a lot. I made some green details here, looking like that leaf that is on top of the strawberry elephant. And in addition, I made these details here with bone to imitate his tusk. And not to mention, the mob also turned out very beautiful. The score I'm going to give him will certainly be 9 out of 10. And for the habitat, it will be 8 out of 10. The next Italian Brainrot character I'm going to recreate here in Minecraft will be 6-7, and the mob I'm going to transform into him will be the Iron Golem. So I need to defeat the Iron Golem, so I'm going to hit him. Oh no, he left me with 1 heart of health, but that's okay because I'm going to make this tower. And now I just need to hit him with my sword. Great. And here is the 3D model. So I'm going to start by deleting all the parts of the Iron Golem's body. I'm going to start making 6-7 from the foot. On top of that, make the leg. Now duplicate to the side. On the left side, I'm going to make several cubes like this to be the number 6. On the side, I'm going to do the same thing, but it will be the number 7. To make it cuter, I'm going to make the 2 eyes. And to finish, I just need to make the arms on the side. And this is how 6-7 turned out here in Minecraft, guys. Look how cool. I won't lie that this mob is easy to make, from the 3D modeling to the texture. The texture only needs these details here, as if they were small details of a Lego block, since this character is part of the Steal a Brainrot Roblox game. But comment below what you thought of him. He is a hostile mob, just like the strawberry elephant, and he deals a lot of damage. If he hits me, he takes almost all my health. So that's why I want to see a battle between these two characters. Who will win? Strawberry Elephant or 6-7? Who are you rooting for? Let's go! Who will win this one? And 6-7 won this battle. So that's why I think he deserves a very beautiful habitat. So I'm going to make it exactly in this place here. My idea for this is to recreate the Steal a Brainrot scenario. So I'm going to make the walls with brown wool, and on top of it, I'm going to place green terracotta. To add more details, I'm going to use concrete powder. The grass blocks that are on the floor, I'm going to replace with moss block. And here in the middle, I'm going to make the conveyor belt using carpet. At the end of the conveyor belt, I'm going to make this thing here that generates the brain rots. And on the side, I'm going to make the mini bases. And this is the final result of our habitat, guys. It turned out very simple, but I liked it a lot. I tried to make some details here, like adding the bases, the Italian brain rot generator, and even the conveyor belt. Even so, it turned out very simple, but I liked it a lot, and that's why my score for this construction, I believe, is worth 7 out of 10. And for our 6-7 character, the score I'm going to give him will certainly be 8 out of 10 because he wasn't that difficult to make. Comment your score below in the comments. The next Italian Brainrot character that I am going to recreate will be Bananita dolphanita. Who is this dolphin that has a banana body? These Italian Brainrots do not make any sense, and the mob that I am going to transform into him surely will be a dolphin. Here in front of me, there is a lake, and luckily, there is a dolphin there. So I am going to finish him off. And now, yes, I unlocked the 3D model of the dolphin. So I am going to delete all the parts of his body that I will not need. I am going to start making Bananita dolphanita by the head, like this. Here in front, I am going to make the snout, and behind the head, I am going to make a small detail. Underneath this, I am going to create a cube like this to be the banana. Now, create another cube, a little smaller, turn to the side, and make a small detail on the tip. Now, I am going to make the peels for our character to be 100% ready. And this is how Bananita dolphanita Minecraft version looked. This turned out very good. It is very similar to the Italian Brainrot character because the banana turned out very similar. I think only this green part here did not turn out so similar to the Minecraft version, but for the rest, I think this mob turned out very cool. Just like the other characters that I created, Dolphanita Bananita is also aggressive, and she deals more damage. I think it is practically impossible to defeat her without armor, unless the person has a very good sword. I have a very great sword, and I managed to defeat her. But is Strawberry Elephant or 6-7 capable of defeating her? Well, the first battle will be against 6-7, and let's see who will win. 6-7 won this fight. Now, it will be against Strawberry Elephant, and I think Strawberry Elephant will win, and Strawberry Elephant won. But even so, let's build a habitat for Bananita Dolphanita. So I am going to start by replacing these polished stone blocks with light blue concrete blocks. I am going to break one more level of blocks because I want to fill all of this here with the light blue concrete. And my idea for this construction is to recreate a small sea. But before doing this, I need to build the walls. In this corner, I am going to make a small island. In the other corner, I am going to make another island, but a little smaller. On this larger island, I am going to make a coconut tree because there is more space. I am going to fill all this middle part with water. For this to really look like an island, of course, I need to put sand on the edges. I am going to give more detail to the walls using concrete powder. Finally, I am going to fence this front part of the habitat with glass. Without a doubt, this is the most beautiful habitat that I made in this video. I liked it a lot, especially this decoration here that has a coconut tree, a small island. Here in the middle, there is a small sea, which is actually more like a river. But even so, my score for it will be 10 out of 10. And as for Bananita Dolphanita, surely my score will be 9 out of 10. Comment what you thought here below in the comments. The next Italian Brainrot character that I am going to recreate here in Minecraft will be Job Sahour. And he is this character that is a sheet of paper written Job that holds a baseball bat. And the mob that I am going to transform into him will be the Vindicator that is running after me. So I'm gonna finish him off. Take that. And here is the character's 3D model. So I'm going to delete all the parts of his body. I'm going to start making Job Sahour from the shoe. On top of that, I'm going to create a small cube to be the leg. To avoid having to repeat everything again, just duplicate it to the side. I'm going to create a huge cube for the rest of his body. Now, the only thing missing is to make the arm and the hand. I'm going to duplicate to the side, and the only difference is that this arm will be holding a baseball bat. And finally, the Job Sahour is ready. And here in Minecraft, the Job Sahour turned out like this, guys. How cool he turned out, very similar to the character. Take a look at that. In the image, he has an angry face, but in the mob, he has an angry face, but a little strange. But even so, I believe the texture turned out very cool. I liked it a lot, especially his mouth. The only thing I should have improved are the teeth, but for the rest, the word Job fit in the texture. The eyes turned out very good, the legs and the arms. They were very simple to make, and also the baseball bat. Now let's see if the Job Sahour is strong. Let him attack me. He took 4 health, so that means in 3 hits he can defeat me. Actually, it was 2, but now I want to see if he is capable of defeating the other characters. And the first battle will be against 6-7, and who will win this one? Job Sahour won this battle. The next one will be against Strawberry Elephant, and I think the Strawberry Elephant will win because he is bigger, and he really won this battle. Now, it will be against Bananita Dolphanita, and let's see who will win. Dolphanita Bananita won 3 battles. Job Sahour won only 1. But before we go to the last Italian Brainrot character I'm going to recreate, let's make a habitat for him, and I'm going to start by building the walls with a quartz brick block. And my idea is to recreate this scenario that is behind him. It's like an office, and that's why I use these quartz brick blocks to make the walls. But to make this even more beautiful, I'm going to break the top of it to look very similar to the other constructions. I'm going to randomly place some quartz blocks on the wall, and for the floor, I'm going to use these smooth stone blocks. For this to really look like an office, I'm going to place some tables like this. On each of them, I'm going to place chairs. And on top of the tables, I'm going to place computers. Here in the middle, I'm going to place this gray carpet, and to finish, I'm going to close this front with glass panes. And this is the Job Sahour's habitat. This here looks like his office. This construction turned out very good. The score, I'm going to give it, I think, is worth 8 out of 10. 10. And for the character, although he turned out very simple, I certainly think the score should be the same. 8 out of 10. Comment what you thought below in the comments. Now, let's recreate the most challenging Italian brainrot character of all, which is the Canalone dragon. As you can see, he is a dragon, but his body is made of pasta, and the mob I'm going to transform into him will certainly be the Ender Dragon. And the only way for us to defeat the Ender Dragon very quickly is by using the Avaricia bow. I'll try to hit him with an arrow, but he breathed fire on me. I know. I'm going to destroy these crystals first, because now it will be easier to hit him. But wait, the arrow doesn't hit. I know what I'm going to do. Here in my inventory, I have my Infinity Sword, and with one hit, I can defeat the Ender Dragon. And here is the dragon's 3D model. So I'm going to select all the parts of the body, which is a lot, and delete them all at once. I'm going to start making the Canalone dragon from the torso, which will be this cube here on the side. I'm going to create a cube facing forward to be his leg. Underneath that, I'm going to create another cube to be the rest of the leg along with the foot. On the side, I'm going to make the arm along with the hands. I'm going to duplicate it to the side. Underneath that, I'm going to create a cube smaller than the other to be his tail. On top of the torso, I'm going to create 3 cubes like this to be the dragon's neck. In front of that, I'm going to make the head, on top of it, the horns, and in front, the snout along with the mouth. Our Canalone dragon is almost ready. The only thing missing is to make the wing, so first I'm going to start by creating several cubes like this to be its structure. And now, I just need to fill this empty part, creating just one texture. And finally, our Canalone dragon is ready. And in Minecraft, the Canalone dragon turned out like this, guys. Look how cool. Without a doubt, this was the most difficult character of all, because he is very big and took a lot of work to make, especially his wings. And I think the result turned out very cool. I put the 2 versions side by side for us to see the difference between them. And I think I like this a lot, especially her wing turned out very cool. The texture of her whole body, the skull, also turned out very similar. And I made 3 animations for her. The first one is him walking, the other is him standing still, and the other animation is him flying, which turned out incredible. Comment below the score you give him, and I think it certainly deserves a score of 10 out of 10. I'm curious to see which character he is capable of defeating. The first battle will be against Job, sahour. One is attacking the other, and let's see who will win this one. Job, sahour, 1. Now, it will be against Bananita, dolphanita. And I think Bananita, dolphanita will win this one. This time, I was wrong, because the Canalone dragon won. The next battle will be against Strawberry. Elephant 1 is attacking the other, and let's see who will win this battle. Strawberry Elephant won this one, and the last one will be against 6-7. One is attacking the other, and 6-7 won this one. This doesn't make any sense, but so the Canalone dragon doesn't go without a home. Let's build the habitat for him. My idea for this is to make a giant pasta. So I'm going to start by making the walls with yellow wool block. In addition, I'm going to make some of these with orange block. To give more details to the wall, I'm going to use concrete block, which will make the wall a little more beautiful. For the floor, I'm going to do the same thing as the wall. The first thing I'm going to do is fill it with just 1 block of wool. Now I'm going to alternate with some concrete blocks. I'm going to repeat the same thing with the yellow color. Finally, I'm going to place some campfires, and around it, I'm going to place gravel. And this here is the final result of the construction. It turned out very cool. I made these small volcanoes here. It's as if this were a dragon's nest. Comment here below in the comments what you thought of this construction and the dragon, because my score for the habitat will be 8 out of 10. And for the dragon, certainly 10 out of 10. And if you like this video, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and watch this video that is appearing on the screen.